Let's go. What's up, concurrent viewers? I'll be right with you. You're warmed up. We'll be right. Did y'all listen to the Quiet Storm? Quiet Storm, like, the stations back in the day. Like Dusty's?
This is always doing something you should be doing. Like, you don't have time to connect the aux.
Right.
Some weird lady.
You're legal, aren't you?
It's a good chance you might go to jail.
You don't have to make cookies, man. She's waiting.
They always know exactly what
Your mother's very sick. She's not gonna pick up. As soon as you get to your destination, she's not gonna answer the door.
How do you know this, Quiet Storm lady?
She knows, you know what I'm saying? Roll into it. Let's go, let's get it going. Hey, what's up, man?
We're back.
We're back.
This is the Quiet Storm episode of the Pop-Up TV. I am your host, Chocolate Thunder.
Come on.
To my left, your right.
Don't give me a name. I'm not Chocolate nothing. I'm Kevin Woods.
Kevin Woods. And I am your host, Danny. We're back, episode 4 of the Pop-Up TV. Make some noise.
Let's
Everybody
go.
clap in the room. Yeah.
Let's go.
I'm so excited to be here.
I'm happy to be here today.
This is the highlight, the bicentennial highlight of the month.
Bi-weekly.
Bi-weekly.
How often you get paid?
Every other week.
Bi-weekly.
Bi-weekly.
Yeah.
I'm excited, man. Papa TV,
Yeah.
episode 4. I am your host, Danny. You got OG Kev,
What's up, y'all?
co-owner,
Other
co-host. Beautiful place
What's
here.
up? Happy
Live.
Friday. Live in Chicago, man, at the Hoxton Hotel, man.
It's been a week, man. It's been a long.
It's been a real long week.
But it's a good week because we're here together. We're here with the
warmed up.
homies
Yeah.
in the shop. A nice little shop refresh too.
We changed it up a little bit on you. You know what I'm saying? Looks like a little bit nicer, like closer a year ago. It's nostalgic. This is how it looked kind of like a year ago. You know?
Okay. Okay. That was live.
taking it back.
All-Star.
All-Star 2020. Yeah.
Nice,
Right
man.
before everything got weird.
I feel like All-Star, the look back pictures of All-Star were on Instagram this past week, and I felt horrible.
Why is that?
Because, I was one of those people that was like, it's All-Star weekend. I'm ripping and running every week for comedy and like not getting sleep. This is the week that I'm going to lay low and chill since I wasn't booked on anything and relax. And like the next week I was going to just, get back in the streets.
To it, and then guess what happened?
Didn't know that the world was going to be extremely ruined.
You slept, man.
I was hurt, bruh. All these little fun activities with friends.
Danny, do the guests know that you're a comedian by trade?
I hope they do. If not, then
What's up, Alex?
what's up, cousin Alex?
Consistent viewer, longtime friend. Good to see you. Happy Friday, my friend.
Happy Friday. But comedian, co-host of TV shows, I guess, and all around good guy. But yeah, man, we're here live in Chicago, West Loop, the pop-up right here, attached to the Hoxton here in the West Loop. So if you're in Chicago, you love shoes, love clothes, love luxury goods, come kick it with us.
Pull up on us.
We just had a beautiful DJ set here just now.
Evie the Cool from Babes Only pulled up on us. She gave us a 2-hour set. Got it cracking. Got us warmed up.
It's been great. The past 2 episodes we've had DJs here, and it's been a great vibe, man. I appreciate you and Molly for creating an environment of culture and fun and dope stuff. But anywho, man,
Appreciate you.
what are you wearing, bro?
Man, today I got an older Supreme
Ooh.
grandfather, you know what I'm saying, cardigan sweater on. I got my boy Do Right Mars. I'm representing Do Right Design, you know what I'm saying, with the Rosa Parks tee that they dropped this past season. I'm all over the place, bro. I got acronym pants on.
Yeah.
I got neighborhood socks on, and I got Jordan 1s on. This is the first day out of the whole month of February. I've been wearing the same shoe. I was wearing Tom Sachs.
Yeah.
And I just couldn't do it anymore, bro. I couldn't do it, you know.
You know what's funny? I don't know if your childhood was like this, but at one point as kids, we would wear the same shoe every day for like.
Well, let me take a step back. I'm not complaining because, having multiple pairs of shoes is a luxury. It's a first world problem. But when you wear the same thing over and over again, you come into a store with like literally hundreds of shoes. It's not the wave.
I know. I'm just being funny. But yeah, I remember vividly like maybe having like 3 pairs for the year.
Mm-hmm.
But anyways, I got on.
Oh, you were rich, huh?
For the year. Champs had the two for $80 something little joints.
I was messing with you, big dog.
But I got some ones on as well.
You got some ones on? Here we go.
The listeners like to look at the flexibility.
You size 12?
Yeah, dog.
Okay.
Come fuck with me, you know what I'm saying?
I see you.
Yogas and
actually,
Pilates.
Everybody in the studio is wearing Jordans today. Gabe's got the top 3s on. Our boy Sid's got the black hats on. Shout out to Sid, I knew for helping out today.
Nasty.
But Alexander asked me what hat this was. Shout out to my boys at Wim Golf. Some of my friends, Colin here in Chicago. They blessed your boy with the little care package. You know what I'm saying? They got me with the fresh bucket.
Let's talk about the sale today. What we got here? We got the rundown too. You know what I'm saying?
We got the rundown. All right, what we got?
Whoo!
Man.
A very unique and not too often talked about silhouette.
Very underrated, in my opinion. Very underrated. Jordan 2. 1986, this shoe originally came out. This particular model is the Black History Month version. It's from 2019. We have a few on in back stock, so we're actually raffling these off here in a couple minutes. But this shoe is the second Jordan. It gets no love, actually. The reason why it really doesn't get any love is because MJ didn't really play in it, and it was the first Nike shoe without a swoosh. Originally, this shoe was made in Italy, so it was a luxury shoe. It was one of the most expensive sneakers at the time in 1986 when it came out. And this particular silhouette, it's one I like. There's been several remakes of the shoe, but it's one MJ doesn't wear too often. He didn't necessarily get hurt in the shoe. It's just he didn't really play in it too much. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
One thing I love about this show truly is that we talk about things sometimes that aren't just the hype things.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like the stuff that we talk about will age very well because we always talk about things being cyclical and it's a dope shoe. I mean, you said there's been plenty of different renditions of the silhouette.
Yeah.
I think didn't Vashti do one?
Yeah, I believe she did. I mean, this is one I know Don C's done a couple of times. Yeah. Actually, one of my favorite Jordan 2s is the OG Don C, which was like royal blue. But yeah, I mean, there's been a couple, Eminem.
Those are hard.
Yeah. Those are fire.
We got a couple of pictures of them. We got like the OGs. We got them, Bill Murray, checking them out.
Okay. What a legend, Bill Murray.
Let's see. Wow.
So, what a legend. But are we excited about Space Jam 2? When is that coming out? Is that still coming out?
This summer,
I think they stopped filming, yeah?
No, it's going to be on HBO Max this year.
Oh, wow. They're skipping the theater.
I'm excited. I mean, I don't mind. I've been watching a lot of stuff straight to home video on HBO Max and Netflix, and it's fantastic. Unlimited alcohol. I can be in my drawers, just fantastic on the couch. My bills are paid. I love it. I'm never going to the movie theater ever again.
Never?
I'm lying.
I'm about to say, man.
That's like about the Eminem
Eminem 2s. I mean, I think these are fresh. They're one of the most expensive Jordan 2s that has come out. But this particular model was on the side. It's Eminem's handwriting of "The Way I Am." So
really?
Yeah, that song "The Way I Am."
Do you know what the inspiration was? I feel like most of the Jordan shoes, there's always like a story, and maybe more so the Tinker ones. But was there like a theme of this shoe that it was trying to emulate, or no?
So this is the pre-Tinker era,
right?
So in my opinion, it's one that obviously doesn't get a lot of love, but Tinker didn't really start working with Jordan until the 3s. And you can obviously tell what happened after that. But this particular model, I just know from what I understand, like from what I've read and what my homies have told me over the years is, originally it was like it was meant to be a luxury shoe. And it was meant to be the first one without the swoosh. So, handmade in Italy, had a different box, the Wings logo on the tongue, actually. And this particular model that we're actually going to give to the raffle winner here shortly, on the back, it has the Black History Month branding on the heel tab. So, yeah.
Let's look at it. Yeah, man. Cool shoe. Cool. I do like the Black History vibe of these. I don't know if we have this scheduled in the letter in the show, but what are our overall thoughts and feel of companies leveraging Black History Month collaborations? I feel like I see the Chinese New Year, consistent collaboration. But do you own other things that are Black History Month collaborations?
I have like Air Maxes and stuff like that, but nothing really now. It's just more like standard stuff. I'm washed, bro.
I'm washed too.
I'm washed. I got
this is weird. I might be less washed, but I'm very washed. But it's okay. I feel like being washed is cool.
Yeah, I mean, it's an aesthetic.
But I can still think about it is too. I can still fight,
bro.
So if anybody wants to fight me, still, I work out.
But to the crowd, like again, like we encourage chat participation. So we want to. I just want to take one pause again. It looks like we have 15 people watching right now. So more than anything, you can see we're just entrepreneurs out here trying to make it work. We really appreciate you more than anything. So shout out to the repeat, viewers. Shout out to the new viewers. Shout out to people that are here to win and see if you won the raffle. Like, we appreciate you, and we hope that you like what you see. But what do y'all think? What do you think of the question that Gabe asked was, what do you think of companies using ethnicity or historical context to push merchandise? In this particular context, it's the Black History Month Jordan 2.
Yeah, so we got like some examples of past collaborations. So from 2007 to up until on this slide, like 2014, right? So you see the Kobe's in there, you see the LeBrons, you also see the Air Max, but I guess he kind of trailed off and stopped doing that. But they were kind of hot for a second. I remember like people being very excited about the Black History Month collaboration.
They have done it. They did it last year with Air Force One, and it was like a history of dreams thing. It wasn't like this is a Black History Month Air Force One. It was more like this is a specific. We're highlighting people of color in Chicago. That was the particular drop last year because it was tied to All-Star Week. But in my opinion, bro, like I miss Black History Month shoes. But at the same time, when it comes to the designs, the ones that you just had pulled up, I hate that they just like want it to be black. Or they want it to be black, red, and green.
Right. That's what I was going to say.
Why couldn't it be just some other, because, black people are fresh. Why couldn't it just be a fresh shoe?
Right.
Give us a white midsole. Like, we'll make it work.
Right. That's exactly what I was going to say is that I think that any pushback that these companies get from collaborating for Black History Month or making stuff for Black History Month is the fact that it's just too prototypical. Like, let's just get what we think looks African.
Yeah, let's get
American.
the most African looking thing.
But right to your point, why can't a Black History Month shoe have a red hue to it?
That's
or
what I'm
pink?
saying.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because it's based off of whatever. It's I agree. I think I would hope that they expand the scope of what they think Black history is, and it's not just a certain fabric.
The killer
color.
question would be the designers that are actually making the Black History Month shoe. What did they look? Like that's the thing. Because are you pigeonholed to?
Right.
We could go down a rabbit
and
hole.
Shoes are stories. Shoes are stories,
we'll
and I feel like
we'll keep it. Light.
We want our shoes to tell stories, especially as people of color. But
what's up? What's up, Edgar? What's up, Bernard?
Washed.
What's up, Alexander?
Washed means, Edgar, that at one point you were able to fight really good. Now you're just able to fight okay. Or like
we don't encourage violence.
No, I'm just.
But if you're in that situation, we expect the best out of you.
You used to be able to touch your toes easily. Now you have to think about it. That's what washed means. But yeah,
shout out Gil, OG Gil. Thanks for pulling up today, baby.
Let's talk about this computer and the type of book reports that would during Black History Month that would come out of these things. This is a compact Presario.
Yeah. So look, man, this is the computer I had in high school, bro. Look at that thing. It looks like a spaceship. It looks like Mission Control, G. Look at the subs on the side. Yeah, I bet you. I mean, I don't know what my parents paid for that. I bet you it was like an absurd amount of money for that.
Yeah, this is top of the line.
Oh my God, look at that thing. Line. And actually, running AOL, America Online.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that's what it was. Me and my brother. Yeah, man. Yeah, put in the Napster downloads on at night, and then waking up in the morning with like 2 new songs. That's real talk. That's real.
See, my generation had LimeWire.
Yeah, I'd have had that to college.
And oh my God, I remember ruining my mom's laptop. She had a Sony, I think Via or something, big laptop was the size of both of these combined, and it'd be Soulja Boy. Half the songs be Soulja Boy, and the other half be whatever. Mm-hmm. Oh my God! But those big.
So it wasn't many songs if it was Soulja Boy.
Yeah, no, yeah. It was,
Soulja Boy, if you watching, man, like we fuck with you, Soulja Boy.
Come on the show, Soulja Boy.
We fuck with you, Soulja Boy.
But old laptops are great, and old book reports are great.
Yeah, so that's what we were talking about, right? So like the pre-work for the show, just the context for the viewers.
You had homework.
We were talking about, since it's February, it's Black History Month, we were discussing in the show prep around, looking back when we were in elementary school on doing book reports, right? So people in the chat, if you had to do a Black History Month book report, please throw your names in there. But like for me personally, right, I remember having to do a report on Shirley Chisholm. So, I think she was one of the first, African American people to be endorsed to run for the Democratic Party. So she was the first female, but she was also the first Black person to do that. So that was a monumental feat back in the 70s when she did that. But yeah, that was like my first one. I think I was like in 4th grade, if I remember correctly. And the killer part was my mom. She worked in the same school district. You know what I'm saying? So she already knew what the curriculum was, and she was on it. So I couldn't even finesse out of it, looking out of the encyclopedia. Right. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? It was Shirley Chisholm.
Report cards or nothing. I had a lot of siblings, so I couldn't lie on the report cards, but I couldn't. Anyways, my book report, I feel like a little kid. My book report is, so this week I wanted to talk about a man called, is it Patrice? Do you have the picture of Patrice?
I do. Just give me one second.
Okay. So I've been in my own podcast, 9 to 5 podcast. Check us out. I've been focusing on highlighting Black comedians that have passed. We always talk about the current guys, the Chappelles, the Rocks, the Eddie Murphys. Mm-hmm. But some folks, whether they were gone too soon or lived a full life, but just laid the groundwork for folks like me to be able to talk shit and have fun. And Patrice, the documentary just dropped on Comedy Central about Patrice O'Neal. And Patrice O'Neal, even before this documentary came out, was known as the comedian's comedian and was very non-PC, but everything he felt like he said, it was truly how he felt, and it wasn't just for shock value. And, this is someone that was gone too soon, and I think in the times like this, we need voices like that to make light of like very fucked up situations. So shout out to Patrice O'Neal. Shout out to Black History.
Shout out to Patrice O'Neal. Let's give him a clap, like a golf.
Shout out to Comic View.
My God.
Oh bro. Man, Comic View.
That
Look, man.
Wave,
I was telling them pre-production, I cannot wait to get back on the stage.
Let's go,
and
man.
Be around comedians and talk stuff. I think we as people need it. So, anyways,
this is your stage right now, Danny.
Let me stand up. So
sit back down. Sit your ass back down, boy. What we got next, Gabe?
All right. So next we're gonna talk about Naomi Osaka and Serena Williams. So what happened this past week?
Did we hit the raffle winner yet, though?
Let's talk about the raffle.
Okay, cool. I want to, because I know some of y'all pulled up just to see if you won the raffle. So I don't want to drag y'all to the end.
I don't want to drag.
But again, for the participants that enter the raffle is for a free pair of sneakers. We try to employ viewer participation in our show. So what we were gonna do this particular episode is raffle off a pair of Jordan 2s for Black History Month, and the winner of the raffle is a gentleman by the name of Willie Smith. So Willie Smith, we appreciate you at Willie_Smith on Instagram.
Willie Smith.
I'm gonna, if you're watching, we ask you DM us, we get your contact information, and we'll ship these out to you at some point next week. And again, for the viewers, we try to do this periodically. Trying to get some incentives for y'all to just pull up, share, have deeper conversations. But we'll get these shipped out to you right away, Willie. Appreciate it.
Shout out to Willie.
You don't name people like Willie anymore. That's a nice old black name.
I think he's white too, based on his profile picture. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, Willie Smith.
If your name is Willie, you got to be a hard worker.
You got to be a hard worker.
Like Willie's always the first one. I'm gonna work overtime this week.
Yeah, get
43 hours. Yeah. They know the time and a half. Okay, I'll do it.
Yeah.
Hard. Never met a lazy Willie.
Never, not once. Never met a
Bernard
lazy.
said he's working OT right now.
He's working OT. That's why now
I couldn't make it, brothers. God bless.
Okay.
God bless.
We got you though, Willie. We know, we got
Willie
you.
got soul in him.
Right. That's what Nick said. Yeah, we got a lot of soul, Willie. Black. If he's white, he's definitely got some cousins that
He
that's
definitely
taught him.
does. You know. Light skin Willie.
Do we have the link to the sale?
Yeah. So for the folks of you on the meeting and the chat, whatever the fuck this is called, I don't even know anymore. Oh my God. For the folks that are watching, we appreciate you. But in the chat, we have a direct link to. We have a bunch of Jordan 2s for sale on our website. So you can tap the link in the description of the YouTube channel, and you can get 20% off of Jordan 2. I mean, I think they're under $75. We have a bunch of them available. So if you happen to be watching, if you want some Jordan 2s and a bunch of different colorways, they're available for you. Linked there in the description.
I think. It's in the description. Okay, cool.
Mm-hmm.
I was looking in the chat. I didn't see it.
I'll put it in the chat real quick.
Drop it in that chat. I love this show, man. We get every once in a while you get some have a chance to win something free, but also the sales that we do for the show are also. I mean, they're steals. So we always talk about, once again, styles are cyclical, and if you want to grow your collection, it's the best to do it at a discounted
there we go,
low price.
We're here for you.
And there's so much other stuff in this. When we're doing the show, I get distracted at looking at certain shoes in here. I'm like, I would love to own that.
Man, that's part of it too, man. It's just like, basking in it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. Great shop, great amount of inventory. Proud of y'all. But let's get into some news for the week,
okay,
my
let's do
boy.
It.
Let's talk about. So, when's the last time your mentee or someone that your legacy, right? Someone that has learned from you, right? And is there because of you. When's the last time they beat you in something?
Oh, you talking about Naomi and Serena? Yeah, okay.
Exactly.
So for me, it was probably in high school. Playing.
You started early.
Yeah. I've been disappointed for a long time, Kevin. Life comes at you fast, sir. Next thing you know, you're at a desk, crying between
Next thing you know,
meetings.
you're doing an internet show on a sneaker.
You're crying in your hands between meetings, wondering how you got to this career.
Who outdid you, Danny?
No. So, anyways, playing football and sports. I went to school. I graduated school in Florida, and Florida. If you don't know, Florida football is like going to New York for fashion or going to San Francisco for tech. It's like the Mecca, if not one of, if not the best. And so I had guys that were younger than me. I ended up being a 1AA, a high level football recruit. But these little motherfuckers, boy, I teach, like beginning of the season, like, hey, bro, all right, so use this leg, 1, 2, 3 big steps, 2 little steps, turn around.
Oh yeah.
And I'm teaching them. They'd never seen it before. Okay, God. But let week 6 come by, and then don't let me come back after one season of being at college thinking I've been doing push-ups with grown men, and these little dudes like, I got 13 more offers since you left.
Wow.
And I do this way better than you do. Oh my God, that was the biggest. Like, oh yeah, let me go find a job and get better at school because these motherfuckers are built way different.
Florida,
than I am.
people in the South in general are built different when it comes to athletics. I don't know why.
It
must be the weather. It must be I don't
the
know what it
hamstrings.
is. I don't know, man. They're just always better, bro.
They got different hamstrings.
So
down
for
there.
What you got, Kev?
For me, man, this is a story I told a few times. But my brother, bro, I was a senior in high school, and I was the man. I was out here. I was doing my thing. I was running shit. And then my brother. And what ended up, he was a freshman. So I was a senior, he was a freshman.
Oh, that's how me and my sister was.
Right.
But she was older, yeah.
So you already know what time it is, right? So, I'm the man or whatever. And my brother, he's like hanging with me and my homie. So it's not like he's a little bro and I little bro him.
Yeah,
he's like with us.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, man, it was the second semester track season. He's my little brother, bro. He's 3.5 years younger, you know what I'm saying? And he'd always, when it came to athletics, I'd always like beat him and stuff. And then senior year, I went to spring break. I went out of country with my friends, and I came back sloppy. I wasn't prepared for the track season, and then we had that first track meet, and he got me, man. And then after that day, I never was able to beat him in a race.
That's crazy.
Ever. And he just kind of did his thing. So, but it was one of those things, like my mom had kind of like bred us to be like collaborative and not be like competitive like that. So, the fact that I was able to see a 14-year-old kid become an All-American like athlete right there, and he's 3 years younger. It was just like, it was a different thing. So shout out to my brother Marcus. He outdid me, but it was worth it.
It's also even crazier because I told you my sister was older, but I had the same situation. I was a football player, went to school, but my younger brother, who was a freshman when I was a senior, went to college for track.
Yep.
And he ended up being he hit his peak after I left high school, so I wasn't as embarrassed as you were. I'm sorry, but he ended up being a way more accomplished collegiate athlete than I was. But shout out to family.
I don't have an example, so
you don't have an example. You
always win.
Okay.
I'm looking at the chat. Bernard.
Yeah, Bernard trying to be grammar police because he's looking at Gabe trying to run. He's trying to, but I'm saying it's okay.
The Black Forces. I have the Black Forces in the car, and I will definitely be circling the block until Kevin leaves.
All right, what we got next, man?
What else?
So we're gonna talk about the. So we got Kith Paris.
Oh man,
you brought this up.
Speaking of vibes,
Ronnie Snap. He had. So what we're talking about is Kith, New York. It's the retailer that's based out of New York, man, and they've opened locations obviously in Japan and Miami, but man, they released some footage this week. They opened a store in Paris. It's next level. Daniel Arsham, the artist, was part of the collaborative process of building that store out. I mean, it looks like a museum and it's a store. And for me, what really stood out to me with that design, I don't know if y'all in the chat have seen this, but you can go out on the internet and really like Google search Kith, Kith, Paris store with the behind the scenes stuff. But they have probably 200 pair of Air Max 1s, which is my favorite shoe, all white, hanging from, kind of the atrium of the store. It's bananas. They went crazy.
When you brought this topic up, I had saw the pictures in like passing and was like, oh my God, it was beautiful. And then we brought it up in the pre-production meeting. I was excited to talk about it. I mean, that's something that when you talk about the shopping experience, bro, I feel like that's next level. Like that's especially when you're someone that you go to these shops, because Kith isn't cheap. So when you go to these shops and you maybe either it's nothing to you or you're that person that this $200 I'm gonna spend is like a lot for me. You want that experience to be an experience that you don't forget. You don't want to be, sometimes you have the vibe of I want to be in a basement and like it's kind of grungy, but sometimes you want to feel luxurious.
Yeah, absolutely.
You want to feel the carpet under your, you know what I'm saying? You want to feel the marble. And I think that's cool, man. It's just a different vibe.
I mean, they hit it on the head.
Yeah.
The tried and true basement sneaker store, dusty old, that's been done, and that's the thing. I mean, I feel like that's a relevant aesthetic. But when you have something as high fashion and high luxury as that, marble floors, like, granite walls and chandeliers, and, it's just, I've never seen anything like that, man.
Did you guys think they have the treats section in there? Did y'all think they would have that?
Yeah, I mean, they have a treat. So like in Tokyo, they have the Kith, Tokyo store, and then around the corner they have the treats section. So they have the food there, but having it inside built in like that, I think is pretty ill. Actually, in the New York store, they used to have the OG treats was in the Soho store. So so that was there before they did the build out. So they've always kind of incorporated that with their design.
When I went to Kith in New York, I feel like it might have still been there. Can't remember. Either way, I think it's cool. The culture streetwear, I think it's great to see it in different in lights and like elevated in different ways. And I think it was cool to see. It was a highlight of my week, seeing the pictures.
Absolutely.
Beyond just the merchandise they're creating, just the energy and the space made me miss shopping and miss being in person.
What are you wearing when you walk in?
When you walk in there?
Yeah.
To that store?
Yeah.
I mean, if I'm going out of the country, I'm wearing something I've never worn before. I feel like you have to.
Yeah.
You have to like put your best foot forward. So for me, it would probably be something like regular, like something common, but like brand new. So like if it's a pair of Forces or it's a pair of Air Maxes, something not too crazy. I'm gonna be walking a lot.
Right. Yeah, I mean, something fly. Just look fly. Like when I buy stuff from luxury places now, I don't necessarily try to look like not me. Like let me have a blazer on and some chinos and like whatever, but just look fly.
Yeah.
Look like you belong. Look comfortable.
Yeah.
Typically for me, it's jeans, some sneakers, and a t-shirt.
What are you wearing, Gabe?
I'm wearing what y'all wearing. Can I do that?
I mean, you're kind of a small person. I don't know if you could fit like my clothes, man.
Well, can I give it a shot?
Can you get a shot?
I guess, yeah. We could do
Switch
that.
All right, appreciate.
I mean, like,
I'll come like 2 hours after you,
okay,
Right.
and but they won't notice.
they won't notice.
I'll put you on my shoulders like a little baby, like with the top coat.
Yeah, well, actually, I can't do that.
Okay, I'm
Ooh,
sorry.
we got the kiss of death.
So here we go. The speaking of Air Max,
Mm-hmm.
we doing Air Max 1, the clock.
Yeah, man. So
These are crazy.
shout out to Clot in Hong Kong. Shout out to Edison Chin. If y'all, since we're all in COVID and you want a movie to watch on the weekend, my recommendation for this weekend is Infernal Affairs. INFERNAL Affairs. Yep.
Uh-huh.
So Infernal Affairs is what the movie The Departed was based on. It was a Korean film shot in the mid 2000s, and they remade it. Scorsese remade it to like an American version of the exact. I mean, it's shot for shot the same movie, but in that movie, one of the actors is a man by the name of Edison Chin, who owns this store Clot in Hong Kong, who's done this collaboration. So if you go back to, I don't know, people in the chat hold me accountable. I know I got some homies in there that probably fact check
Chat
me
is
on
lit
this.
right now, dog.
But I think it was like 06, 07, 07 when I think the original, Kiss of Death came out. So it was the same shoe that Gabe just had the picture up of, but different colorway and that type of stuff, different outsole.
Mm-hmm.
But it's a fire shoe. I mean, the only thing about it that sucks, in my opinion, is the fact that it's linerless. So it's a NL. So there's no padding on the inside of the shoe, no support, no comfort. It's a linerless shoe. So when I got them originally, back then, I got them as my normal size, but they were too big because they didn't have the padding. So I had to let them go. And I regret it now, obviously, because they're worth significantly more than what I sold them for at the time. But it's good to see them coming back.
It's like you were wearing Danny's shoe.
Right, exactly. It was like I was wearing Danny's shoe.
Right.
I personally, bro, they're not for me, but I also feel like with shoes, that's more than fine in the sense that like sometimes anytime something's hype, we feel like we gotta like it, we gotta buy it and resell it. It's like if I don't want to rock it,
I'm gonna let it ride.
Let the people that want to wear it or want to engage with it. It's just not my style, but I can see how somebody would like it.
Yeah, I mean, but
I was gonna say, it just seems like I remember being a junior in high school. The Invisible Air Force Ones came out, and all the fakes
Invisible
after
Women's,
that, and it just like the nostalgia of that just like hit me really hard.
Yeah.
Like that, I kind of want them just for that.
Yeah, I'll never forget that era, right? So it was the Air Force 2 Espo was the first clear shoe.
Okay.
The entire shoe was clear. And then you had the Invisible Woman, what Gabe was referencing in the early 2000s with like that Fantastic 4-pack. So they did like 4 shoes. They did like an Air Max, Air Force 1. And they were all like themed after like the Fantastic 4. And then to his point, they kind of bastardized the clear shoes, and it was a wrap.
Bernard said there's a sweaty toe box, but I thought I saw some perforations in that toe box.
There's perforations. Bernard. You just know Bernard is a hater. Like he's like for y'all in the chat, Bernard is gonna say something negative. So that's just what he is. But I love you, Bernard. I love you more than anything. So yeah.
Designer Soap Studio also mentioned you gotta have beautiful toes.
Yeah,
you got
Who's
to.
not wearing socks?
My toes are wild.
You would wear socks with those?
I'm wearing socks with those.
No, it's a linerless shoe.
So you say you don't wear socks with them?
That's the thing. You're supposed to wear it barefoot. That's the intention of the shoe. So then when you're walking around and it's hot, it's musty.
Hey, who's musty in here?
Right. You know what I'm saying? So
why is it cold outside and it's musty?
Or to
in
Danny's point, just don't buy a clear shoe.
Right, yeah.
What we got next? Mars Rover, right?
I was gonna go to Daft Punk.
Let's
man.
start with Daft
man.
Punk. 'Cause that's kind of like
man.
the space theme with the robots. So
Yeah.
let's
Yeah,
roll
you
into
know,
that.
and we can circle back.
Yeah,
after
let's
the
do
Mars
it.
Joint, but
Let's go.
Yeah, shout out to Daft Punk, man. What the hell,
I feel
man?
this is a joke that I'm not gonna say the full joke I would say, but Daft Punk, I'm gonna make it PC. Daft Punk is, I feel like, EDM for like hip hop, in a sense that it was the first group that I was able to digest
Okay.
of that genre. And of course, obviously, they were able to cross over with Pharrell and be sampled by Kanye and stuff like that. So like, it's sad to see them go. I wonder where they go next, individually or whatever. But I was listening to the Tron soundtrack they did.
Oh my god, dog.
I was listening to the Pharrell visuals they did with all the songs they did recently. I have a crazy Daft Punk story.
Let's hear it.
Not that crazy, but it's interesting. Anyway, so me and my family, we were on vacation back in the day. This is probably early 2000s at least.
Mm-hmm.
And we were at like some timeshare.
Okay.
And the timeshare, I think we're leaving or coming and going, whatever. And we see this big ass binder of CDs like in the timeshare. So mind you, early 2000s, getting like a big ass binder of CDs
was like gold.
Is literally like gold. Like, it's hard for me to like explain to people that are not our age, because that's free music that you weren't gonna be able to get
free.
This is even before LimeWire and like those kind of things.
Yeah,
were like
$20 things.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Right.
$20 things. They're like $20 things.
Each thing, right?
It was like $20. Yeah.
And it was like hella different CDs and stuff. And I remember seeing a Daft Punk, and I had no idea what Daft Punk was, but that was the first time I ever saw the word Daft Punk. And out of all the CDs, that's what stuck out, was seeing the words Daft Punk.
Mm-hmm.
And then later on in life got a little bit more hip to it, but man.
Yeah. I mean, Daft Punk, like for me, like just like some of that old OG music was fire, like the Alive, Tron soundtrack, and most recently Random Access Memories. That was great. I mean, that's the thing, it's like sonically the way it sounds is unique. So no matter what, it's gonna stand the test of time, because it'd be like the first time you may have heard that sound, or it'd be something you never hear again. So I mean, I think it could be like a kind of scam thing, like not a real thing. Maybe they will.
I hope so.
But I don't. But again, if they're not meant to be like personas, why even announce that you're not making music anymore? Just right off in the sunset. That was my that was my kind of
like why do that?
Why do it? Yeah.
It wasn't like they gave us music and then
or interviews.
Right.
We don't have any connection to you. Just like if you're gonna fade, just fade.
The robots, G. Alex mentioned modern EDM does not exist without Daft Punk.
I mean,
he's a DJ. He would.
Yeah,
know
he's
better
about to
than
say
us,
he's more equipped to answer that than I am. But I did also take a class in college. One of my electives was music and religion.
Okay.
I'm gonna be in and out of this topic, but it was about, because this is not that sexy. But long story short, it was about how music can mirror religion. And to Alex's point about stage design, one of the topics, I think one of my papers was about how Daft Punk, when you saw them on the stage, similar to a lot of EDM DJs, but I think even having the mask made it even feel more like spiritual. Like, oh, I'm looking up towards them as like some kind of entity, not just a person. So it's just cool to make, like, the fact that you motherfuckers wearing masks for 20 years straight, let alone, is a lot.
Yeah, I know.
You know what I'm saying?
Maybe they want a break.
Right. So anyway, shout out to Daft Punk. Shout out to the music. I mean, the good thing is we have the music. It's not like they took the music with them.
Yeah, it's still there. It's still maybe in CD format.
Yeah. Right.
So, Danny had a tweet. This is making the rounds on Twitter, but the idea was, what are you wearing to the club when COVID stops? Which is we don't know. But
let's go to the chat on that.
What are you wearing into the club when COVID stops? But also, we're gonna go into space after this.
Okay.
In a very quick second.
We're gonna transcend to space.
But this is what Danny's gonna wear. D4L.
And we back. So look, in the chat, what are you gonna wear when the club opens up? For me, I'm wearing a fresh NFL hat and bows with the crease, tall tees.
Look at Shorty Low, dog. You can't tell him shit, dog. You can't tell him shit.
Hello.
He was cold,
man. Bro, I cannot wait to bring tall tees back. I'm going to the nearest Champs I can find and getting
that 2 for $20 joint.
2 for $20s, easy work. Oh my God, bro!
I mean, look, but hold on, look at his shirt,
jean shorts.
bitch. Come on, shirt on.
I was listening to Shawty Low on the way here to get my vibe right.
Okay, love it. I mean, that was early 2000s. That was a wave icon.
Let's go to space. Let's talk about Fifth Element where Chris Rock was no, my bad. Chris Tucker was wearing.
Yeah, this is some Young Thug. I mean, I feel like a lot of motherfuckers would wear it. Sorry, I'm meant to cuss.
No, that's cool.
A lot of people would rock this now, and it would go.
It would fly. Vert could rock that. So viewers,
Yeah, Lil Uzi could rock
how we got here was, this
out.
past week, the Mars rover, the new Mars rover landed, and it's been riding around. It's a big thing, trending thing, taking pictures and video of what it's like on Mars, like the surface. So before in the pre-show, what we were talking about was how can we incorporate some like space or some Mars outfits or aesthetics based on things that we've seen in the past. So, that's how we got here. But this particular Fifth Element outfit with Chris Tucker, we thought was like, one of the ways that potentially I would show up at the club. Like, I'm in the future where I skipped a year. I'm just going to like lean into the future. You know what I'm saying?
Shoulders are out.
Let
me get these shoulders out.
We talked about a few other ones too, right?
Speaking about shoulders out, you got Lando.
Man, Lando.
Ooh,
God,
black.
Look at him, dog.
His middle name was Lando's middle name definitely was Willie. Lando Willie.
This is a real Willie.
He was hustling in space.
Look at him, dog.
Always hustling.
My gosh,
how do you get a Jerry curl can in space?
How, dog? Well, I mean, his mustache must have relaxer in it too. I mean, that's just a whole different. That's a whole different vibe.
He's going on space adventures in hard bottoms. What a savage!
He's wild. Dog.
I'm gonna go with the Morpheus look. I think this is me. Honestly.
Okay, I like
I'm
that.
in Mars,
that might be the best.
and we got a whole oxygen situation. You know what I'm saying? We got the bubble going. We're growing plants. I'm still pulling up in all black.
The baldy. Your hairline's still decent, Gabe. You might have some hairs.
For those of y'all that never seen Gabe's hair is about 20 inches long.
Right.
So for him to like even pull up Morpheus is kind of hilarious. But I mean, the Matrix was.
It's coming back, isn't it?
Their whole outfit, that's the one that's like a timeless like look, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah, they had multiple different looks. They had the in the Matrix look, and then they had when they were like in the little spaceship look too. That was kind of Yeezy vibe-ish, but
yeah. With the kicks, we got Alien, we got Sigourney Weaver.
She was out here, man.
Alien. This is Alien 2.
She was out here, man.
You know what I'm saying?
They actually re-released those like 2 or 3 years ago. And I'm not a Bach guy. I don't wear box like that. Unless it's like back in the day I wear soldieries, like all white boys. You know what I'm saying? But, this is, I for nostalgia, like if money wasn't an option, I would have these just on the shelf. But
Bernard sent these to me. He was like, put these on the live stream.
Okay.
Only Reeboks I like are the Allen Iverson ones. But I to your point, I can't. I've gotten into Puma. I like a lot of their silhouettes they've been coming out with. But to your point, also I think a lot of old school like skate shoes with like the DC with like the fat thick tongues could probably
the
be
Osiris's.
Yeah, those joints could easily be in space. Shout out to skate shoes.
Yeah, shout out to skate shoes.
Somebody said, "Fuck out of here, Gabe."
So another thing we were talking about, just to get to the next topic for y'all, we were in pre-production. We were talking about, we usually do a segment called Special Delivery. So the intention of this particular segment is to share with y'all some things that had come into the shop this week. So I'll hop right into it. First thing that came in this week, the Notra Vans,
nice.
Notra Eras. I mean, these are fire. Local shop here in Chicago, actually a couple blocks away. They did a collaboration. This is their first collaboration with the Handshake silhouette. Second, I'm sorry. They did the Vans. Bernard, check. When did the other ones come out? Maybe like 2018, 2019. But the original ones had come out in a couple of different colors with this Handshake logo. And then they re-released a different set of 4 colors of this particular era. And then they did the Dunks recently. So these come into the shop. Got a few pairs of these. I think this is a pretty cool local shoe. Like if you're a local homie, you like Notra, it'd be a good one for you. So we got these in the shop. It's suede on the outside panel, but on the inside it's canvas. So it's some different design cues in it. It's a vulcanized toe, so it comes over the. Yeah.
And we back.
What happened?
We back. Technical difficulties. It's all right.
We're built for this.
We're built for this.
Everything is great. I was not just crying in the corner and having a panic attack. No, but yeah, we're talking about cool stuff that we copped this week. Kev just showed the Vans. I was talking about. I'm a big Ivy Park fan. I like Ivy Park, and you know it's nice too. Adidas Chicago sometimes will have the nice Ivy.
We wrap it, but again, like for those of you that are that watch in right now, Kevin, this is Danny. This is our show. We wanted to thank you for pulling up.
Yeah.
Thank you for the guests that stuck around with us. We appreciate you. Shout out to Willie Smith, right? Willie Smith?
Willie, the one of the shoes.
Yeah,
Willie.
We'll be in touch.
Yeah.
I'll send you a DM here shortly. And but again, we'll be back in 2 weeks.
Yep. Subscribe,
like, hit us with feedback. So, if you want to see more content, you want to see something different, let us know. We're receptive to that. And if you have requests, things you want us to unbox, those types of things, let us know. We probably have it here in the store. So we appreciate you.
All kind of new stuff. I love doing this show. Only 4 of them down, and many more to go.
Yeah.
Different spaces, different makeups of the show. Follow us at thepopup.com.
Yep.
Follow me also. Follow Sellers on Instagram as well. Doing shows here in Chicago soon. Shout out to Gabe, the Wizard of Oz behind everything.
You gotta find my tag.
Are you like the Richard Pryor Wizard, like the Oz, or like the white version from like the original one?
I don't know why, but I feel like the white version from the original.
The white one, he's never found to be like.
Who am I? What's going on?
It wasn't more so race. It's more so the fact that the Richard Pryor one was like a regular dude behind like you ever seen The Wiz, and he was like kind of like soft.
Well, Richard Pryor is also biracial, so like maybe I'm.
He is, yeah. What a great mind.
It works, man.
Illinoisan person.
It works.
Damn, they got deep, bro.
I'm sorry.
Get deep. We can't end on that.
So Gabe, tell us your feeling.
Yeah. What are you doing this weekend?
What am I doing this weekend?
Yeah.
So Kevin's got me working all weekend.
Man.
So what I'm gonna do is tomorrow I'm gonna wake up.
Yep.
I haven't drinking coffee in like 7 days, but tomorrow.
Really?
Okay.
I'm gonna drink coffee. We're gonna shoot for Real Life Psych, which is gonna be super cool.
Nice.
They're a duo, a doctor in internal medicine, and then also a therapist licensed in drug and alcohol abuse.
Mm-hmm.
And they have a channel called Real Life Psych that's on YouTube. So tomorrow we're gonna be shooting a statement that they have for International Women's Day.
Nice. Which is the next thing that we're gonna be working on.
Yeah.
So what's coming up for the viewers? We'll be sending out some information next week about our International Women's Day Summit. We'll be doing that virtually. The team will be working on that. So it's really, to show like appreciation and like pay homage to all the ladies out there. So we're gonna put together some cool programming for y'all and make it really impactful.
Yeah, very very diverse lineup of content from the pop-up. I love coming here, hanging out, shopping. You should too. Come next 2 weeks from now.
Yeah, we'll
comment,
be here.
Subscribe, come shop. This has been episode 4 of the Pop-Up TV.
2 weeks from now, we'll see you.
Peace.
Peace.
I'm hotter than the wallet. Yeah, I am feeling bored. Yeah, stay up getting higher, 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 higher. You feel it, can't ignore it. Yeah, yeah. When shit get dicey, I stay icy cold. I'll let your night up like it's golden Joe. You see it, I'm ready to make a move. Just playing, winning like I made the rules. Yeah. it look easy. I make it look easy. She make it look easy. Make it look easy. I'm hotter than the water. Yeah. I'm not feeling bored. Yeah. Stay up here, higher, 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 higher. Feeling ignored. Yeah. I'm hotter than the water. Yeah. I'm not feeling bored. Yeah. Stay up here, higher, 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 higher. Feeling ignored. Yeah. I'm hotter than the water. Yeah. I'm not feeling bored. Yeah. Stay up here, higher, 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 higher. Feeling ignored.
Do you slide on all your lies like this? Do you try on all your lies like this? Put some spotlight on the side.